So I'm on my way to Costco right now because I constantly hear that people don't know how to eat healthy while on a budget. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you how to shop. It all starts at the grocery store. I am just parked in the Costco underground. Let's go in. All right, the very first thing you have to do in Costco is ignore all the really fun stuff. Like, you want a new set of pans? Too bad, not in the budget. Let's keep going. So I'm going past the beach towels and getting to all the food. That's what we came here for. I feel like undercover boss. So let's take a look. So I'm looking right now at avocados, and it is $6.99 for 6. Well, here in Massachusetts, I like to buy avocados when they are $1 each for the big ones. So I'm not going to get avocados this time, and mandarins are over $1 a pound, so I'm not going to get those either. Clementines, we call them around here. So let me walk around and show you a few things here in Costco. I love their produce, but I only buy it when it's within my budget and within my diet. So we're looking for a sweet spot, and I'm looking at a little bit of a lens here. When I buy produce, I have a threshold for dollars per pound in the produce aisle for fruit and for vegetables. So I'll look around, and for apples in particular, I only buy them if they are $1 per pound or under. Now these Honeycrisp apples, I almost never get those. But like Ruby Frost apples, that's $7.99 for 5.5 pounds. And you'll see up here, that's $1.45 per pound. So I'm not going to get those. You'll notice how these organic snack gala apples are $1.33 a pound. That's getting closer, but we're not quite there yet. So no, I'm not going to buy those, not this time. Now we're coming up on peppers, which are one of my favorite things. Peppers generally in the grocery store go for $1 each. And here at Costco, you'll notice it's 91 cents each here at Costco. So I'm going to get a 6-pack. We eat them with hummus. I tend to make my own hummus. So we eat them with hummus, and they're a good deal. So I'm going to just pick one up right now. And they're really big too. Now here's where it can get a little bit crazy. If you look at the bread aisle here, you'll notice there are all different kinds of bread that you could get here at Costco. My family tends to go with whole wheat bread, and this is a 2-pack. So it's not as inexpensive as if I were to go to Target or another store. But it's pretty good bread. It does the job. So we tend to get this loaf of bread right here. But again, I'm going gluten-free, and my family's going to suffer with me. So we're not getting bread this time. I changed my mind because I love my family. We like to do a lot of burgers. Salmon burgers, black bean burgers, regular burgers, chicken sandwiches on a hamburger roll. So I like to get this oh, those are hot dog rolls. These hamburger rolls right here for $2.79. I get, how many is that? 16 hamburger rolls. That's pretty good. That's a good deal. I'll just eat mine without the bun. Oh well. Now here's another one of my food lenses. We're looking at meat, all right? Now one thing I look at when I'm eating on a budget, which is all the time, is what the cost is for the protein that I'm buying. If I'm looking at the meat here, you can very easily go with organic ground beef, and that's $5 a pound. I have a threshold. I'm not going to pay $3.19 a pound for ground meat. But I do like paying anything under or around $1.50 per pound. If it's under $1, I definitely buy it. So let's look for something like that. So here's one thing that's really tempting. See these boneless pork chops? This is pure meat. It's really lean. It's very delicious. And it is $1.89 per pound. If I am near the end of my month and I have leeway in my food budget for that month, this is a very good option. It's a bit of a treat for the family. Just know that they're very thick cut. So each one of these pork chops I divide into 2 or 3, and then I put them straight into the oven. Now here we're getting closer. You see these are drumsticks from Kirkland brand chicken. It's $1.79 per pound in the chicken aisle. But I'll tell you what, organic meat is a lot more expensive than regular meat. So I'm gonna swing around because right now my concern is my budget and feeding healthy enough food to my family. So I'm gonna swing around and see what they have on the non-organic aisle. So here we are on the other side, just went to the other side, and you'll notice for these fresh young chickens, they are 99 cents a pound for these fresh young chickens. But I'll tell you what, I don't actually like chopping up the chickens myself, so I look for something that's already chopped up because I am lazy. So let's look. I just looked around. You'll notice I said, okay, you know, thigh meat, boneless, skinless, $2.19 per pound. Boneless, skinless chicken breast, $2.89 per pound. That is over my threshold right now. So I'm going to look and, all right, chicken thighs. That is also 99 cents a pound. I can take these, take the skin off myself, and if I really wanted to, I could take the bones off myself. But I just cook them with the bones on, and then we go from there. And you'll notice each one of these, yes, it's $10 for a pack, but it's a 6-pack. This is huge. Now, I'm not going to get the chicken this time because I have enough in my freezer, but that is what I would get if I needed to buy some protein, some meat here at Costco. Here's my favorite part, the rotisserie chicken. So take a look at this rotisserie chicken. Each one of these is pretty large, and they are $4.99 each. Now, it does say $1.66 per pound, but they're fully cooked. They're fully cooked, and when they're cooked, they shed a lot of water weight, just like you do when you're exercising or when you go on a diet. So I'm going to select one of these, and I like the ones that touch the top, and put it right in my cart. All right, I have found myself in the refrigerator part of the produce here at Costco. So let's see what I'm gonna get. My kids love these baby carrots. They are organic. They are $1.24 per pound, $5 for 2 big packs. So I'm gonna get those. We make a lot of hummus, we eat a lot of hummus. That's going right in the cart. Ooh, let's see what these blueberries are. 18 ounces for $5. Is it worth it? It is in a moment. I'll show you why. So take a look at these. Take a look at these blueberries. That's like a 2-pack that you would normally get. And we pop them right in our salads. So that's one of my splurges here today, are the blueberries. We pop them in a pre-made salad. And I'll show you my favorite one here. So this is my favorite salad. You can see there are 3 pre-made salads. There's an organic Caesar salad kit, a sunflower salad kit, and a sweet kale salad kit. You'll notice there's a big swing in the prices, but the amount inside is about the same. These salad kits here, my kids love. These sweet kale chopped salad kits. They have like this sweet poppy seed dressing, and you know, you can see the delicious toppings right there. But they're really healthy. They're full of Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cabbage, and my kids eat them like candy. So I get, no joke, 3 of these. And that lasts us about a week. So we pop the blueberries right in that salad with some feta cheese when I'm not going dairy-free. And it's good. Now, I like to give my kids the choice between green beans, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli. But they're not here right now, so I'm going to choose for them. There's 3 pounds of broccoli right there. There are 2 pounds of Brussels sprouts. That's their favorite one because I cook it with maple syrup. And then there are 2 pounds of green beans for $4.99. I'm going to go, because it is the least expensive here, with the 3 pounds of broccoli florets. It's a big bag. I just chop them up into tiny pieces and roast them with olive oil, salt, and pepper. They love them. It's their favorite vegetable. Oh, I also get some mushrooms. I forgot about that. So 2 choices here. There's the Baby Bella and the large white. I just get whatever's less. Oh, hey, hummus is on sale. Take a look. Okay, so Sabra Pine Nut Hummus is on sale. It is a little over 2 pounds, 34 ounces, and it's a pretty good deal. I could make hummus for less than this, but I don't want to. So we're going to get one of these, and I'll check the expiration date. Maybe I should get 2. June 7th? I'm going to get 2. That way I won't have to make hummus for like a month. It'll last. I just want to point this out. We're going cheeseless right now, but this mozzarella cheese is a really good deal. It's 2 of those big guys for $2.40 a pound. That's pretty good. We also like this Kirkland Mexican blend shredded cheese. It's, again, 2 of those, and it is $2.80 a pound. It's a really good deal. And I'm getting some whole milk for the kids. So, April 20th, we're good. We are nearly out of eggs, and we get these cage-free 5 dozen eggs for $8.39. Now, it's a little bit more expensive than eggs if I were to get them at Market Basket or locally, but I really like these eggs, and I'm here anyway. The kids really like this yogurt, and it doesn't go bad for a while. 5 pounds of yogurt for $4, or normally $5.30, is a really good deal, so I'm going to get it. So here's one of my favorite things. It's right after Easter, so oftentimes the ham is on sale. Around here, this is a pretty good price. If my freezer weren't full and if I didn't have a ham already, I'd probably get one just to stick in the freezer for later. They're really good put in the crock pot, even solid, frozen solid, all day, and by dinner time, they are done. Now here's one aisle that can really get you. The fish aisle. Do you see these prices? It's a considerable amount for different kinds of fish. So I tend to be really picky about what I buy and when. Again, if I'm near the end of the month and I have some splurge room in my budget, I might get some of this fish. But right now I have a freezer full. I have a bunch of fish to eat from when it went on sale. So I'm going to eat the fish that we have. It looks like for the first time in my life, I'm going to be getting gluten-free flour. But I'm still not entirely convinced. We'll see. We'll see. Honestly, what I don't want to do is get 50 pounds or 25 pounds of flour, because I'll tell you what, I'm not going to use it. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is going to a different supermarket to get flour, because I don't need this much. All I've committed to is making cookies, and I don't use flour in my cooking all that often. This is what I ended up in my cart. What ended up in my cart right here. All right, so our grand total came to $82.98. And while you weren't looking, I got some sweet potatoes. I got a 5-pound bag of sweet potatoes. It's right up there for $6. I think it was more than 5 pounds because it was less than $1 a pound. Anyway, so that is how I shop at Costco. I go through, find the deals. Oh, I also got bananas. And make sure that my family is eating healthy. It's not that hard to eat healthy on a budget. You just know, you have to know where to shop and how to shop. You'll notice I didn't get very much meat at all. I buy it when it's on sale and I pop it in the freezer. I bought very few pre-made foods. The only one was hummus this time. So I'll be making videos about how I cook so you can see it's super simple, delicious meals. My family eats a lot of vegetables, kids included. Sometimes it's a struggle with a 3-year-old boy, but he eats a lot of vegetables. So I will show you how to cook on a budget.